Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to EBSN. Just a little bit of extra time to set up this morning with the threat of rain around. We have relocated up to the top of the grandstand for today's games. So a little bit of extra setup required to get things ready for today, but we're underway in this under-18s game today between your Manly Eagles and the Baulkham Hills Kookaburras. It's an early 3-0 lead to the visitors. That ball lifts it into centre field. Zach Newbold running across, makes the catch. And that's going to be the first out here in the top of the second inning. We'll bring you the lineups at the end of this half an inning for both of these teams. Pitching for the Eagles is Max Milner. Been very busy keeping the runners close to their bases so far. He's had a couple of runners on in each inning in 9 games so far for Max Milner. 26.2 innings pitched, a 1-2 win-loss record. Given up 29 hits, 18 runs earned of a total of 29 given up, 31 walks and 35 strikeouts. With 1 hit by pitch, giving him a pretty handy ERA of 3.375. But it is the walks and the deep pitch counts that he has got himself into all year that has hurt him. And once again, he has a couple of runners on off the back of the walk, a couple of hits. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Fouls even in the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's the lead-off man, Will Edwards, walked in the first inning and came around for the score. Joe O'Brien stands at first, and Ben Mercer is at second base for the Baulkham Hills side. Ball past Tom Butler at third base. He's going to come home. Well, he won't come home. He'll be cut off by Tom Butler over there at third. And Baulkham Hills now with loaded bases and nobody out. So 1 out here in the top of the second. Tom Butler at third base. First pitch is Tom Stanchich, takes the outside corner for strike 1, and normally getting ahead. That ball to centre field, long run for Zach Newbold, gets over his head. He's going to score a couple of runs. All 3 runs are going to come in to score. It's going to be a close play at the plate, but it won't be in time. Sean Parkinson unable to get a glove on it, and it's a bases clearing double for Tom Stanchich, driving in another 3 runs, taking the Baulkham Hills lead out to 6-0 here. 1 out in the top of the second inning. lifted high into the sky. Left-hand side to Tom Butler. Underneath it. Can't make the catch. Ball tails away on him and it gets in behind him. So it's going to be probably a base hit to Stephen Courtney. Will pick up his second hit of the day. Tom Sanchez not moving from second base. No one behind him, so hands on the base. Didn't have to go anywhere. He's now runners on first and second for the Kookaburras. He's going to bring up Stephen Courtney. The game so far for Stephen Courtney, 5 for 20. 3 singles and a double. Driven in 6, scored 8 times. Walked 7, struck out twice. Put your wait for ball 2 balls and no strikes. All 1-on-1. Late call strike on that one, so 1 ball and 1 strike. Stephen Courtney. Hit and run. Back new ball underneath it. Makes the catch. Straight back to second base for the double play. And that does finish the top of the second inning. Baulkham Hills employing the hit run. Stephen Courtney couldn't get it on the ground. Combines into a double play. Tom Stanchich is thrown out at second. That finishes the top of the second. Baulkham Hills leading 6-0. Lineups now. And leading off for the Baulkham Hills side, we saw Will Edwards. He's at left field. Tom Stanchich, which that base is clearing double. He's at first base. Stephen Courtney at third base. Christos Liberopoulos at second base. Alex Pellows at centre field. Lachlan Jones doing the catching. Ben Mercer, designated hitter. Jared Ryan's in right field. Jet Davis at shortstop. And the starting pitcher for the Baulkham Hills Kookaburras is Lucas Wood. The lineup's brought to you by Raelius Group, the Raelius Rail Glider. No incline is too steep for Raelius. Manly starting lineup, number 54, Josh Beasley. He's at shortstop. Zach Newbold's in centre field batting second. Tom Butler at third base. Sean Parkinson, the clean-up hitter. He's doing the catching. Wilson Spinks is at first base. Jacob Wanderer in left field. Max Milner, the starting pitcher for the Eagles. Hugo Ginny's in right field. And Daigo Yamaguchi in the 9-hole playing second base. So Jacob Wanderer's leading off here in the bottom of the second. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lachlan Wood on the mound for his second inning of work this morning. 4 big games of baseball coming to you live from Aquatic Ballpark today. Third grade getting underway at 12:30.
It's really busy,
And providing the rain doesn't hit, we'll have second grade at 3 o'clock. And the main game at 5:30 between the Manly Eagles first grade and the top of the table, Baulkham Hills Kookaburras. Jacob Wonder pulls that ball, but only as far as the shortstop. Tough time handling, he picks it up, throws across. Jacob Wonder will beat it out at first. So it's going to be maybe an error charge to the shortstop. Manly with their first base runner of this second inning. We'll bring up the picture for the Eagles, Max Milner. Manly with lots of work to do here now, trailing 6-0 in the bottom of the second inning. And with rain threatening, it's really important that Manly get some runs and tie this ball game up. And of course, a minimum of 1 hour needed to be played to constitute a game. We are 42 minutes in at the moment. So if the rain came now, it wouldn't be a problem. Rain, of course, affecting the Manly Baulkham Hills game earlier in the year. Manly with the 5-3 lead before the rains came after 43 minutes, rendering that game incomplete. Manly on the wrong end of it here. Jacob Wanda moving up to second on that pass ball. Pitch in there for strike 2, so a ball and 2 strikes for Max 2.
Did he? Oh,
A ball and 2 strikes for Max Milner is what I've got. Andrew Logue's trying to tell me differently.
Oh, we'll never know.
That pitch hit on the bounce to the shortstop. Max Milner's got to beat it out again. So the shortstop having a bit of a torrid time out there. And the last 2 batters, Manly runners on the corners now with nobody out. And it's going to bring up Hugo Jin. The ball just getting a bit big on the shortstop there. And with the runner in Wanda maybe turning the corner, maybe he thought he might have had a play at home. A bit of a bobble allowed Milner to reach first. So Manly will have runners on the corners with nobody out. Hugo Jin takes the ball 1 inside. How's that one off? Strike 1 ball and 1 strike. You'll hear a lot of background noise today due to where we are positioned and the sensitivity of our microphones. We are working on resolving that. We do apologise for the amount of background noise coming out of the canteen and on the balcony. Max Milner taking second base there. We've had a throw from the catcher from the Baulkham Hills side. Hugo Jin hitting 179 on the season, 5 hits from his 28 at-bats. He's only drawn the 1 walk and struck out 5 times. That pitch pulled foul and out of play. Opportunity for Hugo Jin to knock in 2 more RBIs. Only the 1 so far this season. Fouls that one off. Out of play. A big opportunity here for the Eagles to drive in their first runs of the morning. Swing and miss on that one from Hugo Jin. And moving down on strikes, first out here in the bottom of the second inning. I'll bring up the second baseman for the Eagles, Daigo Yamaguchi. Pitch down in the dirt. From Lachlan Wood for ball 1. In there for strike 1. So ball and 1 strike now for Hugo Jin.
Oh, another. You put another name in. This will be. This is just about finished.
bounces that one to the right side. Will knock in a run, so the Eagles are on the board. But it is a second out. I'll go Yamaguchi with the RBI ground out. Makes it a 6-1 ball game. It does turn the lineup over for the Eagles to bring up Josh Beasley. First pitch is in there for a strike. That one missing inside for ball one, so 1 ball and 1 strike. That's going to take the inside corner for strike 2. So ball 2 strikes now for Josh Beasley. 2 out and a runner on third. It's Max Milner, the pitcher, standing on third base. Fouling that one off out of play and caught by the bullpen. So nice little catch out there. Catch up, warming up his pitcher out in the bullpen without a face mask. Pitch getting away from Lachlan Wood there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beasley showing some good patience at the plate. Still the job to do here. That one getting inside. Oh, it does hit him, so hit by pitch for Josh Beasley. Second one for Lachlan Wood today. And I'll bring up probably one of Manly's best hitters this year in the form of Zach Newbold. Beasley takes off and takes second base. Pitch down the dirt for Lachlan Wood. So Zach Newbold can halve this lead. One swing of the bat here. That one hard over the head of Christos Liberopoulos. Can't make the catch out there in centre field. Despite a great effort. And it's going to see Zach Newbold stand up at second base. The RBI double drives in 2, and he does exactly what was asked of him. Halves this lead from the Baulkham Hill side. It's now 6-3 to the Kookaburras over the Eagles. 2 out, and Zach Newbold standing at second base. Correction, it was Alex Pello in centre field. Christos Liberopoulos is at third base. Try again, he's at second base. Right, eventually. So, Tom Butler. Tom Newbold running on the pitch, but Tom Butler fouls that one off. 1 ball and 1 strike now for the Manly third baseman. In there for strike 2. Umpires in this one are Greg Ollerton behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes. And in the field, Phil Choi. I would anticipate that these two will be controlling the third grade game, kicking off at 12:30. Opposite roles, of course, will be on the plate, and Greg Alton in the field. But we'll wait and see what happens once that game gets here. And pitch in there, the ball two balls and one strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes, rather. And a big swing and miss. And that does finish this bottom of the second. Manly get 3 runs back to make it a 6-3 ball game on the Procar Automotive scoreboard. So Alex Pello at the plate for the Baulkham Hills side. 1 ball and 1 strike for him. Just missing that catch in centre field off the bat of Zach Newbold in the bottom of the second. In there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Out off, even in the count at 2 and 2. Baulkham Hill 6 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Manly 3 runs on 3 hits, 3 errors. That ball in the dirt. Fill the count up, 3 and 2. And Manly's walks and errors hurting them so far today. James Milner just thrown his 50th pitch. 4 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. 2, you can make that 3 walks now. Alex Pello taking ball 4 on the outside corner. I'm going to bring up Lachlan Jones. Should over at first on Pello. Fellow 9 for 9 on stolen bases this season. Takes off his time. Great throw there by Shaw Parkinson, but called safe by Phil Choi. Parkinson threw the ball to the wrong side of the bag, so it was a long reach for Josh Beasley to bring it back. Just unable to apply the tag in time on Alex Pello. And Phil Choi says safe. Alex Pello has his 10th stolen base of the season. 2 balls and no strikes for the hitter. Lachlan Jones, that's in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike.
He just signalled it.
A long way from umpire Greg Alderton, so just trying to decipher what the count was. I had it as 2-1. I think it's up. Let's see what he puts out here. 1-2. So Andrew, you were right, like always. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lachlan Jones. Ball 2. Now it's 2-2.
Something's going to be wasted. For you to get him up. And then you'll understand that. I think you can get this is the hard part out.
That pitch popped up. Targets are back for it, but it gets out of play. Down to remain at 2-2. Two pitch now from Milner. Punches it into right field. Got a good catch out there by Hugo Jin. Coming in on it. Maybe the first out here in the top of the 3rd. Bring up the designated hitter, Ben Mercer. Only 4 games today. Game number 5 today. A pitch on the corner for strike 1 from Milner, so getting ahead. 2 for 3. With a walk, Ben Mercer. Pitch down and away for ball 1, so 1 ball on the strike. Getting away for ball 2, so 2 balls and a strike now. We're just falling behind again. Game for the Eagles. They need to win all 4 remaining games of the season if they're a hope to qualify for the finals. Doesn't get any easier today. And Baulkham Hills are also in a quest to win the rest of their games on the season to get themselves into the finals. So it's 3 balls and a strike now for Ben Mercer. And that's going to be up for ball 4, so another walk. 5th one for the day for Milner. Runners on 1st and 2nd now for the Baulkham Hills side. 1 out in the top of the 3rd. that one up.
Talk.
Puts his Spinks underneath it, makes the catch in the middle of the infield. Umpires signalling infield fly. That is the second out. You in the top of the third. Jared Ryan, the hitter there, popping up. Brings up Chet Davis. Baulkham Hills finishing their second time through the lineup. Nearly just starting to go through theirs. They've had 3 hitters so far. A bit of work to do for them when they come up to bat at the bottom of the third, trailing 6-3. Another pop up there. Dago Yamaguchi out for a Zach Newbold in for it. And it's going to be Zach Newbold. Can't make the catch, ball tips off his glove. Hugo Jin cleans it up behind him. Regulation fly ball out there to Zach Newbold. Just wasn't able to make the catch. And this inning will continue. A run across the plate in the form of Tom Pello. Baulkham Hills now out to a 7-3 lead. That turns the lineup over for the leadoff hitter, Will Edwards. He got the 10th over at second base, not in time. Mercer over there, the DH, being checked back by Milner. Pitch down and away, ball 1, so 1 ball, no strikes for the leadoff man. Was recorded as an error on his last at bat with Will Edwards. Pitch up and away for ball 2, 2-0. Makes Milner approaching 70 pitches. On the outside corner for strike 1, so 2 balls and a strike. We get back here for Max Milner, needs this out. There's been bleeding runs so far in the first 3 innings. Big out here, shut it down, get his bats back into action. He's got to run down this 4-run deficit. This game now official as we have played an hour. Ripped into left field over the head, but a called foul by umpire Greg Alton. A lucky break there. Tom Butler getting up and out for that one, but out of his reach, but falling foul. Will Edwards now will have a 2-2 pitch to contend with. Got him at second base on the pick-off. Persistence pays off for Max Milner. It's his 7th pick-off attempt on Baulkham Hills runners this morning. And he finally gets one over at second base on the spin move. Shuts down this top of the 3rd inning. Baulkham Hills get a run on the error by Zach Newbold in centre field. And after the top of the 3rd, Baulkham Hills 7 and the Eagles 3. It'll be Sean Parkinson to lead things off here for the Eagles, bottom of the fourth. And he needing 4 runs to tie this ball game up. 7 runs on 4 hits, no errors for the Baulkham Hills side. 3 runs on 3 hits, 4 errors for the Eagles. Pitches in for a ball. Down and in for ball 2. And 0 for Sean Parkinson. And that's going to be ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk. Just the start Mark Spinks would have been looking for. We do have a pitch and change for the Baulkham Hills side. It's Cole Buck on the mound. Pitch down for ball 1, so 5 straight balls from the new pitcher. Not what you want. Wilson Spinks the bat up for the Eagles. Takes that pitch. Ball 6. Ball 2 for Wilson Spinks. And that'll be on the outside corner for strike 1. Cole Buck throwing 6 balls before getting strike 1. As Wilson Spinks 2 balls and 1 strike. It's getting away, so that'll be an opportunity for Sean Parkinson to move up to second. Thought he might have had a shot at 3. Good aggression there shown by the Manly catcher. Reined it in. Good throw by the Baulkham catcher to get it up to third base in time.
Sorry, mate.
Pitch in there for ball 4, so back-to-back walks for the Baulkham Hills relief pitcher. It's going to need a mound visit from the Baulkham Hills coach, so we'll take a quick break and we'll get back. Jake Wander at bat. Quick meeting on the mound. Jake Wander up to bat now for the Eagles. Job to do here with 2 runners on. 4-run ball game, looking to close the gap. It's going to be down for ball 1. Another arm warming up in the Baulkham Hills bullpen. I think Cole Buck wouldn't have too long of a leash here. But they do enjoy a 4-run lead. They won't want to be giving up any free runs. Wanda takes that for strike 1. Ball to strike now for the Manly outfielder. 7 for 19 on the season, hitting 368, 2 RBIs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. Swings and misses at that one. Ball and 2 strikes. Down and in. Ball 2. Closed on Lucas Wood, 2 innings pitched, 55 pitches, 30 of them for strikes, 3 runs, 3 hits, all earned, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Jake Wanda takes a 2-2 pitch on the outside corner for strike 3. Greg Alton rings him up for the out. And that's the first out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Jake Wanda not able to pull the trigger on that outside pitch. Will prove costly for the Eagles as they try to chase down this 4-run deficit. They'll bring up the pitcher, Max Milner. Swings and misses that one for strike 1. One out here in the top of the 3rd. Sorry, bottom of the 3rd. Baulkham Hills leading 4-3. That pitch in, just missing Milner. Parkinson, Sean Parkinson standing at 2nd. Wilson Spink standing at 1st. Jake Wanda was the man retired on strikes. Jump. It's away. Ball 2, 2-1. Down for ball 3, so Milner working his way back from roll 1, down to 3-1. Looking to load the bases here at worst. Driving a run. Move Wilson Spinks over to 3rd. And that will be ball 4, so he does load the bases. I'll hand the baton over to Hugo Jin.
How long you say? Oh, just so I didn't.
What's
I gotta get the car. Right.
Hugo Jin bats with the bases loaded here. Bottom of the 3rd, big chance for the Eagles to claw some of these runs back. They're trailing 7-3 here. We enter the final hour of this ball game. Rips that one into left field. The back for it is the left fielder, but it will be a sack fly. So 1 run better than none for the Eagles. John Parkinson crosses home plate. It's a sack fly for Hugo Jin. He does the job. Drives in a run, makes it 7-4 here now with 2 out in the bottom of the third. I'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Dago Yamaguchi. Get a chance to extend this inning. Will Edwards out there in third, in left field, making the catch.
What's his first pitch?
First pitch in there for a strike, Dago Yamaguchi. Pitch lifted high into the air.
Getting the hole.
Big wrong by the shortstop, third baseman. Stephen Courtney tracks back for it, makes the catch, and that will end the third innings on the Procar Automatic scoreboard. Man, to get 1 run back, they still trail 7-3.
7-4.
7-4. Max Milner back out for his 4th inning of work. 2 balls and no strikes. Will Edwards back out. His 3rd at bat of the day was in the batter's box when Tom Pello was picked off at second base. Sorry, Ben Mercer rather. Picked off at second base. 3 balls and no strikes. With Baulkham Hills leadoff man. That'll be ball 4, so it's still the same as the bottom of the third started. It's going to be a 4-pitch walk to the first batter of the top of the fourth. Bring up Tom Stantich. Defensive change for the Eagles with Hugo Gin out of the game and Aidan Rogers coming in to play right field. Over at first base.
Get sitting back out.
In there for us. No, ball 1. That's all right from up here.
Looks very good from up here.
Over at first, I think he was close. Pitch up for ball 2. Just falling behind again. 6 straight balls. Can't find the inside corner there, so it's 3 balls and no strikes. Tom Stantich. With his 80th pitch, Milner finds strike 1, so 3 balls and a strike. Ball misses down and away in the dirt, so back-to-back walks to start this top of the 4th. And he's going to bring Mark Spence out for a quick chat to his starting pitcher. A pitching change here for the Eagles. Mark Spence has gone to second baseman Dago Yamaguchi. This next part of the game, he starts with Stephen Courtney fouling that one off back into the Manly dugout. Yamaguchi had no balls and one strike. Lachlan Casey comes in as a defensive replacement for Max Milner. Milner coming out of the game. Lachlan Casey will bat in the 7-hole. Jake Wanda moves from left field to second base with Casey going into left field. Dago Yamaguchi from second base onto the mound. It's away for 1. Pitch in the left field, bit of a run there for Stack Newbold, gets back underneath it, makes the catch.
Great catch.
Stephen Courtney retired on the catch. Will Edwards and Tom Stanchik both moved up 90 feet. So a sack fly of sorts, but it won't be an official sack fly. Stack Newbold making the running catch gave the time for the runners to move up an extra 90 feet. That's the first out here in the top of the 4th. Christos Liberopoulos stands in now and fouls off that pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's going to be asked to record all 3 outs here at this stage. In there for a ball down. So 2 balls and a strike now.
Okay.
Strike 3 there for Christos Liberopoulos. He's second out on this top of the 4th. So Dago Yamaguchi 1 out away from extinguishing this 4th inning threat. Runners in second and third. 2 out here. Brings up the centre fielder Alex Pello.
Good pitch.
2 balls and no strikes now to Pello.
It's 1.
Maybe it's 1 and 1. Go with 1 and 1. Correction from Andrew Lee. Fouls that one high, but probably out of play. Wilson Spinks with a long run over. No. Playable. Can't make the catch. Falls into foul territory. Did all the work to get over there. Just out of the shot. Ball just got big on him at the end. Couldn't get it in the glove, so opportunity missed there by the Manly defence. Hopefully they can get out of it off the back of Dago Yamaguchi's arm. Pitch quick to foul. Out of play.
Right?
That's going to miss the ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fills the count up. First base is open. Mago Yamaguchi won't want to have to face another batter if necessary. We want to get this out here. Get the Manly bats back in action. Get these runs back. Still trailing 7-4. They've been very determined in the batter's box. It will be ball 4, and it will load the bases, so not too much harm there. Turn it over to the catcher, Lachlan Jones. See Lachlan Jones is in for ball 1. Ball 2. And he needs to strike 1, so Dogger Yamaguchi back into this one. Really needs to get the out now here. Can't afford to put any more base runners in play. Bases are loaded as it is. Big pitch coming here for the Manly relief pitcher. Ball 3 up and away, so 3-1 now. Lachlan Jones has been very patient up on the mound. Redwood stands at third. Tom Stanchik's at second, and Alex Pello at first base. Baulkham Hills runners everywhere, and it's going to be down for ball 4. So it's bases loaded walk. And then an extra run that Manly will have to score if they're going to win this game. And about 35 minutes to get it done. Got to get out of this inning quickly. It's going to bring the designated hitter, Ben Mercer, up to bat. That's one of the walk that gets past. Parkinson unable to block it. So Baulkham Hills now out to 9-4 lead. Manly season on the line in this one. A loss here could really hurt their chances to qualify late for the finals. It's getting away and inside the ball 2, so 2-0. Another ball in the dirt, bounces off the legging of Sean Parkinson. Another run will come in on the wild pitch. Baulkham Hills now out to 10-4 lead. Lachlan Jones moves up to third. 3 balls and no strikes to the hitter Ben Mercer. Dogger Yamaguchi started well, but he's fallen into a rut here. He needs to fight hard and work his way back into this at bat. But Jared Ryan standing on deck for his opportunity to hit. And that will be ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk. The 9th walk the Eagles pitchers have given up today. It has come back to bite them. Baulkham Hills 10 runs on 4 hits, no errors. 2 runners left on. Manly with 4 runs on 3 hits, 4 errors, and 5 runners left on. So Ryan now the batter. Pitch away for ball 1. Just over at first. For ball 2. You're not having much luck finding the strike zone here. Strike 1. 2 balls on strike now. Ball 3 down and in. So 3 and 1. Walk doesn't hurt Yamaguchi here. There is a base open over at second base. Does mean more pitches to be thrown. And he's called for the ball. Not stopping on the mound. Lachlan Jones will come in to score, then Mercer will move up to second. More pain for the Eagles. They are trailing 11-4. That is ball 4 with the base open. We have the number 9 hitter, Jet Davis. Short stop. He's had a tough time in that position today. A couple of balls getting big on him. First pitch to Jet Davis, away for ball 1. In there for strike 1. 1-1 now for Jet Davis. Five and 15 on the season. 2 walks. Reached on it out twice, scored 4 times, and driven in 3. Good block there by Parkinson, able to knock that one down from Yamaguchi. Gets the strike. So Yamaguchi now ahead on a batter, 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 strike away.
It's 2-2.
Still ahead, 2 and 2. 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Jet Davis looking to continue the inning for the Baulkham Hills side. Rips that one down the third base line, just getting foul. And it'll remain what we think is 2 and 2. And it's 2 and 2, confirmed by umpire Greg Alton. That ball is fouled out of play. Good chance we'll have a late start to the 3rd grade game. Check swing in the dirt, gets the tag, makes the throw up the first. They're calling no swing, there's runners everywhere. Ladder thought he had swung at the pitch. Umpire said no. Field umpire Phil Choi said no. The runners did the right thing by going on it. Well, Parkinson did his bit, but also no avail. 3-2 now. In there for ball 4. Another walk by Daigo Yamaguchi. Unfortunately, just not able to find the strike zone consistently here. His second walk of the inning, 9 now for the Eagles. And once again, on loaded bases, Edwards will hit for the second time in this inning. 10th hit of the Manly Eagles have allowed to reach the plate. Third ball from Daigo Yamaguchi. He's in for strike 1. Another ball called there by field umpire Phil Choi. Things just completely unravelling here for the Eagles. No, call strike 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. So Yamaguchi another strike away.
It was a balk. He didn't call a balk. It was a balk.
Well, he put up all 1, so
Well, he shouldn't have
umpire
called.
said 1 and 2.
He shouldn't have called the ball.
Did that last time, didn't he?
I don't know.
Alright, gets the line drive. Wilson spins down for it, takes it at knee level. Manly finally out of this inning, but not before Baulkham Hills score 5. So it's a big task for the Eagles now. They trail 12-4. We come back with the bottom half of the 4th. So Zach Newbold draws the walk to start this bottom of the fourth inning. And then Josh Beasley draws the walk. Zach Newbold's then hit by pitch. So Manly, with a couple of base runners on, with plenty to do, to overcome this 12-4 deficit. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Slow moving game here today. Be lucky if you see a fifth inning. New pitcher for the Baulkham Hillside, Harrison Klinkenberg. Onto the mound. Only 3 appearances so far, 2.2 innings pitch. A pitch in there for strike 1, a ball and a strike now to Tom Butler. Given up 8 runs all earned on 3 hits with 5 walks and 3 strikeouts and a hit by pitch. So he's added to those totals today. The walk and the hit by pitch. And we would definitely like a little bit more of that action.
Ooh.
Another hit by pitch in the helmet again. This time Tom Butler popping it up high in the helmet. The ball getting a little bit loose on the Baulkham Hills pitcher, Klinkenberg. And we'll see a visit from his manager come out just to settle him down. Well, if this meeting happens on the mound, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the rest of this bottom of the fourth. The meeting on the mound is over. Tom Butler has been withdrawn from the game just as a precaution, as that which did hit him in the side of the helmet. Hugo Jin has re-entered the game. Injury re-entry. Sean Parkinson to bat. He has the bases loaded. A big chance to Manly to start clawing back the 8 runs they need to at least tie this game. That ball ripped foul and out of play. Ball and a strike for Parkinson. Runners take their lead off the bases. That pitch in there. And Parkinson down on strikes. Very rare you see that. One of Manly's best hitters this year. Unable to pull the trigger with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Now
One out now for Wilson Spinks. Takes that pitch in for strike one. Swings and misses at that offering on the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes now for the Manly first baseman. Pitch getting a little bit high, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strips that one high. Third baseman Courtney underneath it makes the catch in foul territory and will be the second out. Jake Wanda now steps up to the plate. Manly's last chance. Needs to keep this inning alive. And training 12-4 in the bottom of the 4th. Baulkham scoring in all 4 innings. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third. And the big 5-run 4th inning. 12 runs on 4 hits. No errors. 4 left on base. Manly with 4 runs on 3 hits, 4 errors, and 5 left on base. Won't want to make it 8 left on base here. Let's wander ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Harrison Finkenberg struggling to find the zone consistently. He does have 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th. This game. Strike in the outside corner. 2-1 now. This game right on the brink, whether it goes to another inning or it doesn't. Up for ball 3, so 3-1 to Jake Wanda. Ball 4 will walk in a run. And that does get away from him on ball 4, gets away from the catcher, but it won't matter because if he's a bases loaded walk, Josh Beasley will cross the plate. And he with a run in his 4th inning, cuts the deficit to 7. So a big mountain to climb for the Eagles. It'll be Lachlan Tagley to step up, the his first at bat of the morning. Even though we are now in the afternoon and started in the morning, so it's a morning game. Ball 1 from Finkenberg.
Thank you.
Paisley pops that one up, stays in the infield. Second baseman, the shortstop, Jet Davies, comes across, makes the catch. And it's the 3rd out of the inning. Manly with run on the Proco Automotive scoreboard. They trail 12-5. Looks like we're going again. Mike Spinks will just check with Greg Ollerton. Thought that hasn't been shot. It's going to be a change by Mark Spence. So we'll take a quick break on the Proco Automatic scoreboard. Baulkham Hills 12, lead the Manly Eagles 5. A new pitcher for the Eagles will be Wilson Spinks to come out and pitch this last inning. This game just sneaking in the 12:05 p.m. deadline. And you'll get one more inning. Like I mentioned earlier, we'll potentially push the third grade starting time back. Or hit through the gap or into the gap, despite the efforts of a sliding Josh Beasley over there. Tom Stanton's the hitter for the Baulkham Hillside. One pitch. And single to run on base. 4 appearances for Wilson Spinks so far this year. 6 2/3 of innings. 2 of them starts. First pitch to 740 down to the dirt for ball 1. Little runs, 8 earned on 7 hits with 14 walks and 9 strikes out. So a common theme. That ball hit to right field and a good take by Aidan Rogers out there in right field. Gets the first out on his top of the 5th. Then Courtney the hitter there. 1 out now for the Hillside. Yeah, common theme for the Eagles, just too many walks over strikeouts. Really hurt their campaign this year. Christos Liberopoulos will bat for the 4th time today. He's taking the outside corner for strike 1. Two there for Liberopoulos, so ball 2 strikes. 1 out here in the 5th. Stanton stands at third base. Straight back up the middle, off the glove to Daigo Yamaguchi at second, backhand shovel to Beasley, turning the corner at second, throws it over to the first baseman, completely out, and a nice little double play there. The highlight at the 5th inning, and finally a 0 on the board. So Manly with it all to do in the bottom of the 5th, and we come back, they trail with 12-5. Christos Nivaropoulos on the mound for Baulkham Hills. Both the lineups are in for third grade.
Oh, she's got it. Is it got any changes?
No.
No, okay.
Then most of the DH comes into the game. He goes to second base. Marshall Wall goes into right field for the Baulkham Hills side. Nivaropoulos missing with his first two pitches, 2 balls and no strikes. That's Adam Rogers who bats here for the first time. Third grade scheduled for 12:30. We'll start a little bit late, 15 minutes from the completion of this game. Ball 3 from Christos Nivaropoulos. Second appearance on the mound. First being against Ryde 2 weeks ago. 1.1 innings pitched, gave up a hit, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk to the man who led off, Adam Rogers. A good start here as they look to chase down this 12-5 deficit. That pitch down and in there for strike 1. One ball and a strike now. Dago Yamaguchi, the batter. 9-hole hitter. I'm going to turn the line up over. Hopefully have a second at bat in this bottom of the 5th. Down for ball 2. Nivaropoulos is struggling to find the strike down a little bit, still warming up by the looks of things. Josh Beasley waiting on deck. Pulls that one down and into the dirt. 3 balls and a strike.
55.
And can't find the zone, so that's ball 4. And Manly runners on first and second, nobody out. And back to the top of the lineup for Josh Beasley. Okay, now I can't hear anything.
You're still on. You're still on.
So unlucky there out at the plate. Doga Yamaguchi testing his luck on the return throw on the drop third strike throw at first. So 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. And he's squandering a run there. Sorry, it wasn't Doga Yamaguchi, it was Aidan Rogers. Thought he had the wheels to beat the throw back to first, but the catcher did well enough to hold him close to third base. And then got the return throw back to home and punched out, sliding head first into home. So 2 balls and no strikes now to Tom Newbold. That ball getting out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike now. And they're just looking to try and close this deficit as much as they can. Make the scoreline look a little bit more respectable, but the walks have hurt them today and coupled by the errors in the field. So their slim chance of qualifying for finals just became even slimmer. But in baseball, you never say never. So Newbold now with a 3-1 count. Baseball's all about turning up on the day and executing the plan. And they've got 3 more chances to do that before the season is out. So Newbold takes ball 4. They put runners on the corners with 2 out, and Hugo Jin, who was a injury re-entry. Tom Newbold hit in the helmet in the previous bottom half of the inning. Hugo Jin comes in to bat for him. And he will take ball 1 from Christos Liberopoulos. I'll take second base. Jin swings through that one, so a ball and a strike now for the Manly third baseman. The pitch is up. Ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. Fouls that one off. Out of play. 2-2 now to count, evening things up. Gucci at third, Newbold at second. The pitch down away and the dirt gets away. And Gucci won't test his arm. Baulkham Jones blocked it down enough to keep him just to the edge of the dirt. Full count now for Hugo Jin. Going to load the bases over and hand over bat to Sean Parkinson, standing in the on-deck circle. Robbles leaning in for a signal. Sets on top of the mound. Punches that ball into centre field over the head of Alex Pello rather. Is going to score a couple of runs. Daigo Yamaguchi crosses, followed by Zach Newbold. It's a stand-up double for Hugo Jin. 3-2 and 2 out, exactly what you want to be seeing. And Manly still breathing in this one. Now 12-7. We need a few more of those from Hugo Jin.
It's all right.
The rest of his side. Close out that 12-7 deficit spat here to the last. John Parkinson now looking to swap spots with Hugo Jin. Down to their final out for the second time. Then in strike one.
Have you? Got the 10:30. You get there early and not pump the game like that. Outrageous.
That one into right field. Pello comes across. Someone took the catch. And is the right fielder. Marshall Wall takes the catch in right field. Third out here in the fifth inning. All Baulkham Hills from where to go scoring in 4 of the 5 innings that we played. 12 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 4 runners left on. Manly 7 runs on 4 hits, 4 errors, and 8 runners left on. Baulkham Hills too good for this one, defeating the Manly Eagles 12-7 on the Procar automatic scoreboard. Thank you for tuning in to this under-18s game. We'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes for third grade. Big thanks to Andrew Logue. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you back here soon.